Aloha! Mahalo for joining us today. So, what you see on your screen here is Kanti Devi on the Big Island, and Terry Lynn is back home on the island of Whidbey, which is not the same as the island of Hawaii. But I'm grateful to be here nonetheless. But I wouldn't be wearing Kanti's yoga outfit today here in the Pacific Northwest. So, today we are going to focus on some side body things. Kanti, is that water we can see through the trees? Or is that, oh, it looks like it could be. It looks like it could be a turquoise water. Oh my goodness. Mhm. All right. So, side body stretches. You know, whenever I think of side body too, I can't help but think of back bending because it's really wonderful to open our side body before we back bend. And that's kind of something that gets overlooked, but we like to feel that length on both sides of the body as we back bend. So if we start with kind of a side bending practice, it can really prep the body to do back bends in a healthy way. So we'll work with that a little bit as well today. So here at first, we'll just take a moment to ground down and feel into the parts of the body that are touching earth. And the land that you are on. Kanti here being on the big island of Hawaii and the Kanaka people's land of her ancestors. And we are on the land of the Coast Salish people here in the Pacific Northwest, including the Duwamish tribe. A land that we can become more indigenous to as we create relationship with land, with water, with plants, with animals, with the natural world. One that is not a taking relationship, but one of sacred reciprocity. So how often has it been drilled into our minds that we own land? You have to own land. Now, if you want to have anything for your children, any legacy, you have to own land. And can we, even those of us like Kanti and I who are homeowners, see ourselves more as stewards of the land versus owners? And for today, let's take a moment to hold in our hearts the Ukraine, and the people of the Ukraine. Let's hold in our hearts also the many other peoples around the world that face violence here in our own country, and also in Syria, and all these other places around the world where bombs are dropped on the regular. And there's that sensation of not feeling safe on the land. So those of us who have the privilege and the ability to feel safe in our own bodies on the land we are on, can we send some of that energy into the world? And with that, may our actions reflect that intention so we have impact. Which brings me to the chant, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May my actions in some way contribute to the freedom and happiness of all beings. All right, my dears. We'll start today standing. And standing at the top of your mat, feet might be hip distance. You might rock forward and back, side to side, allowing yourself to just feel your feet. And then inhale, reach the arms out and up. Grab hold of your right wrist and lean to the left. As you lean to the left, really root down through the whole right outer leg line. Yeah. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale back to center and switch sides. Leaning to the right, opening that whole left side body, rooting down through the outer leg, the whole leg line, the hip, the thigh, the calf, all the way down to the ankle and the outer foot. Inhale back to center, cactus like your arms. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right toes to the back of the mat. Dip your hips, lift your heart and breathe in. Straighten the left leg, breathe out. Stay for an inhale here, breathing into the hamstring. And then bend that left knee. Reach your left arm up to the sky. As you reach your left arm up to the sky, take a deep breath in. And then make your way to the long edge of the mat, fold forward, wide-legged forward fold. So here you might bend one knee and then the other a little bit. I know, it's a bit much. Oh dear. Oh, well, halfway lift, inhale. Move to the back of your mat, bend your right knee, dip your hips, lift your heart, breathe in. Straighten that right leg, breathe out. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Inhale here. Straighten that leg. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And then frame that right foot plank pose. Come onto your left side, side plank. And deep breath in. Come back plank. Onto the right side, side plank. Deep breath in. Come back plank. Shift forward and lower to the floor. Or the earth or the garden. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. You might pedal, you might sway. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and open your hip and do a few hip circles one direction and a few the other direction. And then draw your knee in toward your belly, chest, or even your nose and step that sweet foot forward between your hands. Dip your hips, lift your heart, breathe in. Straighten that left leg, breathe out. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Left arm up to the sky. Inhale here. And then make your way to the long edge of your mat, wide-legged forward fold. Beautiful. Here, you might bend one knee and then the other. You might shake your head out. Whatever feels useful, just feeling into. Before we're warm, how does it feel, this wide-legged forward fold? And then spin your way, halfway lift, spin your way all the way to face forward, framing that right foot, bend the knee. Inhale here, straighten the right leg. Stay for an inhale and bend the knee. Reach your right arm up to the sky, big breath in. And then frame that right foot, plank. Side plank on the left. Inhale here. Back to plank. Side plank on the right. Inhale here. Back to plank. Shift forward and lower to the earth. Cobra pose. Inhale. Downward facing dog. You might pedal, you might sway. When you're ready, walk or hop lightly to your hands. Inhale, nice long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up on the inhale. Grab hold of your left wrist and lean to the right. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale back to center. Grab hold of your right wrist and lean left. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale back to center. Cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Halfway lift. Step your left toes to the back of the mat. Bring your left knee down to the ground and come up low lunge. And then grab hold of that left wrist and lean to the right. Feel the opening in the side body and kind of tuck your tail for a moment. And so you should probably just feel it in the side body and then start to send your hips a little bit forward. And you might also bring it into the front of that left hip. Yeah. Awesome. Take another deep breath in. Long breath out. All right, my dears, come back to center and then twist high. So left arm in front. Keep your arms in that T shape. Really reach through your fingers. Awesome. Then inhale back to center and cactus like the arms and shine the heart up and send your hips as forward as they want to go. Yeah, beautiful. Keep the heart going up. Awesome. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame that right foot, tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee up, and make your way to the long edge of your mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Here, you might thread your arms through your legs, see what works. Head maybe goes to the floor, maybe it doesn't go anywhere near the floor, doesn't matter. We're breathing, we're noticing. My invitation here is to bend your knees slightly and then send your arms way through your legs. Like you're gonna go way back and then kind of let yourself lean back for a minute and then bring weight into the balls of your feet and you're leaning forward, but reaching back. Yeah. And then find where center is. Find what feels useful. We're gonna stay 5 more breaths here. Then my dears, halfway lift. And make your way to the back of your mat, framing that left foot. Bring your right knee to the earth and come up, low lunge. Yeah. Arms reach up, grab hold of that right wrist and lean to the left. And at first you just feel the side body and start to tuck the tail. And then start to send the hips forward. See if you can feel both your right side body and the front of that right hip. Yeah, good. Excellent. Come back to center on the inhale. Twist high, right arm in front and reach through both of your fingertips, getting long, 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 getting wide and broad. And then coming back to center, arms reach up. Cactus like the arms and send your hips now as far forward as they want to go. Good. Keep lifting through the heart. Awesome. Inhale, arms reach back up. Frame that front foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee up. Plank. Come on to the right side, side plank. Deep breath in. Back to plank. Onto the left side, side plank. Deep breath in. Back to plank. Shift forward. See if you can lower halfway down. You could always put your knees down. Chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Big inhale. Downward facing dog. Right leg goes high. Right foot, bend the knee, spin the hip open. Do a few little circles one direction. A few little circles the other direction. And then step that foot all the way forward and come all the way up to Crescent Lunge. Grab hold of your left wrist and lean right. And then notice, do you want to bend your back knee? Do you want to straighten your back leg? What feels more useful here, where you can feel both the left side body opening, but also the front of that left hip, the hip flexor or psoas. Great, come back to center, inhale, twist high, left arm in front, arms reach, reach, reach. Bring your outer right hip down and back, nice. Inhale back to center, exhale, cactus like the arms, send the hips forward. So just like we were in low lunge, yeah, send the heart up, awesome. Inhale back to center, warrior two. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess. Nice. Staying here for about 5 breaths, 5 breaths. Excellent. And then release your left hand, place your forearm on that thigh and side bend. Yeah. And then come back to center and side bend to the other side. Come back to center, straighten arms and legs, star pose. Warrior two toward the front. And then here, kind of a tricky transition. You're going to pivot on your back toes for crescent lunge. Nice. And grab hold of your right wrist and lean to the left. Opening that right side body, breathing and noticing. Take that left outer hip down and back. Come back to center on the inhale. Twist high, right arm in front. Reach through your hands, get big and long. Inhale back to center. Cactus like the arms and send the hips really forward, send the heart really up. So good. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Inhale, arms reach up. Plank. Side plank on the right. And deep breath in. Plank. Side plank on the left. Deep breath in. Plank. Shift forward. Chaturanga. You could always bring your knees down. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. About 5 breaths. About 5 breaths. And then we're going to do Surya Namaskar A and a play on Surya Namaskar B. So Surya Namaskar, what does that mean? All hail the sun. We're going to have Kanti send some of that Hawaiian sunshine back home here to us. Give us some vitamin D, please. Shift high on the balls of the feet, bend the knees. Walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise on up. Deep breath in. Mountain pose. Take a deep breath in and long breath out. And here we go. Arms reach up, inhale. Fold forward on your exhale. Halfway lift on your inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, long spine, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift on the inhale. Chaturanga on the exhale. Cobra or up dog on the inhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Maybe out of the mouth. Walker hop top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. All right, my dears, chair pose. Inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank, not chaturanga, plank. Come onto your right side. Big breath in. Plank. Left side, side plank. Big breath in. Plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Your right leg goes high. Right foot steps forward. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Twist high. Left arm in front. Inhale, center. Warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, frame the front foot, side plank on the left. Inhale here. Now, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Left foot steps forward. Crescent lunge. Rise all the way up. Inhale here. Twist high. Right arm in front. Inhale, center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior. Frame that front foot, side plank on the right. Deep breath in. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog on your inhale. Down dog for a few breaths. Walker hop top. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Chair pose. Stand up mountain. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more way this way, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plank. Side plank on the left, inhale. Plank. Side plank on the right, inhale. Plank. Shift forward, inhale. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog, right leg lifts, breathe in. Foot steps forward, crescent lunge, rise up, inhale. Twist high, left arm in front. Inhale, center. Warrior two. Inhale, exalted. Side plank on the left. Deep breath in. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Foot steps forward. Crescent lunge, rise up. Twist high, right arm in front. Inhale, center. Warrior two. Inhale, exalted. Side plank on the right. Side plank on the right. Inhale here. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Staying for a few extra breaths here. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Chair pose. Stand up, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Chair pose, inhale. Fold forward over your legs. Halfway lift on the inhale. Plank. Side plank on the right. Now, you could put your right knee down if you wanted. The invitation is to lift the left leg up and to bend that knee and reach behind you and grab hold of your foot. Yeah. So it's really hard the way Kanti's doing it with the knee up, but if the knee is down, it's a lot more available to different bodies. Yeah. So just notice that. And then what's even more challenging, can you release the foot, but pretend you're still kicking the foot in the hand? So you're still reaching and you're still kicking and you're still reaching and you're still kicking, and it's really kind of hard and all the muscles engage and it's amazing. And come back, plank. Keep that left leg lifted. Plank with a lifted leg. Chaturanga with a lifted leg. And then all the way to the floor. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Shift forward plank. Come on to the left side, side plank. Now remember, left knee could be down. That would make this much more available. Yeah. And then that right leg lifts. Bend that right knee and reach back for the right foot. So yeah, Kanti's demoing what it would look like with the knee down, which is more available to bodies. Yeah, not everybody, but more bodies. And then release that foot and pretend that you're still grabbing it. So you're kicking kind of hard and you're reaching kind of hard. And what this does is we don't rely on our joints. It's muscle. Yeah. And so then come back, because the knee is down, to hands and knees with the right leg extended, still in the air. Yeah. And then chaturanga there from knee down. Yes. Thank you. Beautiful. Cobra or up dog. And then back to downward facing dog. And stay for a few breaths. Lovely. So we're going to take this into a bit of a flow where we're doing this whole side plank back bending thing, right? Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold forward on your exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Stand up, mountain. Let's go ahead and grab that right wrist and lean to the left and really side bend and open through that whole right body. And then reach your left hand to the ground and reach through the right fingertips and root through the right outer leg. And so you're really opening as much as you can that right side body. Yeah, you might cactus the arm, or you might even do arm circles, whatever feels useful. And then come back to center on your inhale and side bend to the right. You might start with the wrist and then release and reach. And maybe you play with that left arm if you want a cactus, just feeling the whole left side body. A little bit warmer now, so see what you can do. And then come back to center on your next inhale and cactus like the arms and shine the heart up and bend your knees and imagine you're going to drop back. Just imagine. You won't, but just imagine it. Yeah. And take another. Yes, beautiful. Yep. My goodness. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Halfway lift on the inhale. Down dog your way. Down dog your way. If you want to go through chaturanga, you can. You don't have to. You could step back, stay a few extra breaths, shift forward plank. Come onto your right side. Remember, right knee could be down. Lift that top leg. Bend the knee. Kick the foot into the hand, kick. Feel what that does to your shoulder blade, right? So feel how that really can get the shoulder blade to come into the body, the bottom tip, and then release and pretend you're still kicking into the hand. So it's all muscle, super strong. Yeah. And then come back. This time you're going to lower all the way down to the ground, belly on the ground. And we're going to bend that left knee still and reach back with your left hand and kick the foot into the hand for half bow or Ardha Dhanurasana. And then you're going to release it and pretend, and you're still kicking and you're still reaching and you're kicking and you're reaching. And do you feel it in your hamstring? Do you feel your, yeah, right? And then release that and come back to down dog. Let's stay a couple breaths. And then shift forward into plank. Might come on to hands and knees. And then over onto the left hand, left knee. Right leg lifts, bend the right knee, reach behind you. Kick the foot into the hand. Kick. Feel what it does to the right shoulder blade in particular. And then release and still reach like you're holding the foot. Reach and kick and reach and kick. Feel all the muscles. And then come back to hands and knees and lower to your belly. And we'll still bend that right knee. Reach back with the right hand for half bow. Kick the foot into the hand. Come up. And then the challenge, try to release it without a snap. That was really good. And kick and reach and kick and reach. And you should probably feel your hamstring, I would imagine. And then release that whole thing and come back down dog. Okay. Now this next time I'm going to cue it with the knees up, but know that you can always still keep the knees down, right? There's no place to get in yoga, nowhere to go. What you think might be an advanced pose, really the advanced practice is just being present with what is true, what is real, what is useful. Okay, shift forward plank, come onto the right side, right hand, right foot, unless you're putting the knee down on purpose. Lift that top leg up, bend the knee, reach back, catch the foot, catch the ankle, kick, 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 and then release and still reach. Oh, and still kick. So good. And then come back, plank, keep that leg up, lower all the way down to the ground and bend that knee and reach right on back with your hand for half bow. Kick, 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 come up. And then reach and pretend you're still kicking. Great. And then back to downward facing dog. Shh. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Shifting forward plank. Onto the left side. Lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, reach behind you, grab the foot or ankle, kick, kick, kick. And then release and pretend to kick. And then come back, plank, keep the right leg up, lower all the way to the belly. Bend that knee, reach right on back, kick, 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 half bow. And then release and keep reaching and keep kicking. And then this time, come to your belly, release your legs, windshield wiper, windshield wiper. And then reach back for both of your feet or both of your ankles. Kick, let your heart lift for sure. For some of you, your knees will also lift. Yeah. And then the challenge to release the feet and still reach and kick. Nice, Kanti. Yeah, keeping that same height is so hard. Reach, 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 reach. And release. Woo, windshield wiper the legs, windshield wiper the legs. Goodness. Down dog when you're ready. Right leg goes high. Right foot steps forward. Make your way to the long edge of the mat for a wide-legged forward fold and pause there. We're going to stay a while. So you can either stay right here, or if you like headstand and it feels safe enough in the environment you're in to stand on your head, feel free to do that. And if your feet happen to be to the sky, bringing them back to the earth. And stay in that forward fold for another few breaths. And then halfway lift and make your way back to the front of your mat, but have that right foot to the outside of your hands. So heel toe it out. Yep. And then here, start to really send your hips forward, forward, forward. See if you could shift to the pinky toe edge side of that right foot and let the knee open. Yeah. And then see if you could maybe come onto your forearm. So this is a form of lizard with the back leg lifted. And so it's strengthening to keep the back leg lifted. So we're going to stay about 5 breaths with the back leg lifted. Remember, you can really let that right knee open and shift to the pinky toe edge side. And then place that knee down, the back knee down, and place your right hand to your right thigh and nudge maybe it open. You should feel your right hip, yeah, and probably the front of the left hip, the psoas. And then see if you want to bend that back knee and reach back with your right hand for your left foot. Kick the foot into the hand. So this is a back bend, clearly. It's also a massive hip opener. So it's an amazing prep, this pose, actually, for Urdhva Dhanurasana, or upward facing bow, because what we don't tend to think about in upward facing bow, we think so much about the shoulders, right? Because it is very challenging for the shoulders. But it also, you have to have open psoas and open hips, or it's just not gonna happen. No. So then drawing the heel toward the booty and maybe coming onto the left forearm if possible. And so then all of a sudden it should be the front of that left thigh, quad, big time, right? Breathing here, noticing, feeling, all the things. So again, the quads are an important part of Urdhva Dhanurasana. And upward facing bow, that's also called wheel pose. It's hard to straighten the legs in wheel pose if the thighs are really tight and the hip flexors are really tight. Great. And then release that foot. Come to forearms, both forearms if you can. Nice, nice. So just notice that too. Like the right elbow wasn't down before Kanti, and now it is. So just like notice how useful it can be to stay in a pose longer. These poses that are hip opening and can be intense, we tend to want to get out of them as quickly as possible. But it can be really useful just to do them in a few different ways and stay a little bit longer, all the things. All right, down dog. You might take that right leg. You might take, can you get out? She got in, she can't get out. Oh dear. Right leg lifts. And then open the hip and shake it and whatever you want to do there. Yeah. Fire my spirit. It's probably a gift. If you feel tight in your hips, my friends, it's probably a gift. It means your legs are less likely to fall off. Okay. So this side, we're just going to lift that left leg up and step the left foot to the outside of your left hand. You like how I'm not trying to spin you that direction in a wild-legged forward fold again? Yeah. Okay, so at first, we're keeping that right leg lifted, the knee lifted, right? So it's lizard. You're going to try to get to your forearms and let that left knee open and hard flex that foot. Yeah. Nice. A breath in, fire my spirit. A few more breaths here, friends. And then if you can put the right knee to the ground, and then left hand to the left thigh, and nudge it open. And then maybe you reach back and bend that right knee and reach back with the left hand for the right foot. Yeah, good. Yep. And kick, kick, kick. Yep. And then draw the heel in toward the booty. Stretching that right quad. Noticing it's a lot. Great. And then release. See if you can come onto both of your forearms. Nice. You might lift that back knee, push through the back heel for a moment. Yes, so good. And come onto both of your palms. Three-legged dog, reach that left leg up and shake it out. Do circles, whatever you like. And then the next place you're going to go to is onto your back. And so I'm sure you all know what is coming. Urdhva Dhanurasana. So at first, we're going to come to bridge pose. As you push into your feet and lift your hips, you might walk your shoulders toward one another. Some of you are able to interlace the fingers behind your back. Some of you might grab the edges of your mat. Some of you might hold on to, put your hands on your low back, whatever works for you. So you might lift your right leg in bridge pose. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Place that foot back down and lift your left leg. And deep breath in, long breath out. Put that leg back down. Lift your hips higher. Awesome. And then release your hands and come down. Reach your arms above your head, grab opposite elbows. Let your knees tent toward one another, feet wider than the hips. And then place your hands by your ears. Fingertips facing your shoulders. Walk your feet in pretty close to your booty. Push into the feet, lift your hips. Push into your hands, lift your head, and then take the time to shift high on the tippy toes and draw your heart forward so your shoulders go more over your wrists. Yes. You could even walk a couple steps towards your fingertips. Yep, shift high on the tippy toes. Draw those shoulders over the wrists. So good. Yes, beautiful. And then maybe placing the feet down and think about your heels being wider than your toes. Heels being wider than your toes. Nice. And when you're ready, come down. Yep. You might do a few knee circles one direction. And a few knee circles the other direction. And then come back to bridge. Place your hands on your low back. Lift your right leg. And lift your left leg and stay here. Yep. And then you might start to walk yourself into shoulder stand. So that would mean your toes go over your face a little bit more. Your hands go more to the upper mid back. Yeah. And then plow pose. And then roll down for fish pose. And my dears, relax on your back for half happy baby on the right, half happy baby on the right. Straighten your left leg and reach your left arm up overhead. So again, just a little bit more stretching on the front of that left hip. And of course, the whole kind of hip girdle on the right. And then switch sides. And then gather both knees into the chest. And lying twist to the right. And then back to center, my dears, and twist to the left. Back to center, my dears, and just windshield wiper your legs side to side. And then rest, Shavasana, corpse pose.
you're ready, my dears, rising back to a seat. And palms gather at the heart in any shape that feels potent to you right now. Moment of gratitude for these sweet bodies. What a gift to have a body. Gratitude for the incredible nourishing land, the Aina. Gratitude for the practice of yoga that has been brought to us by so many amazing teachers, many lineages from India, from Africa. And gratitude for the start of another day, this day. What will you do with this day? May this practice be medicine for whatever you choose to do and however you choose to connect. In the spirit of peace, we say Shanti, Shalom, Salam, Amani, Maluhia, Irini, Shiakan, Jam, Pache, Pas. In the spirit of our collective liberation, in the spirit of Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, we say, Ashe, Amin, Amen, blessed be, Kapu Aloha. In Lakach, Satnam, Namaste, Mitakuyasin, Black Lives Matter.